The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's Livestreams.
1:45 to go in double overtime. Back down to Aker. One-timer. Wagner scores! Ball game! Ty Wagner wins it in overtime.
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association first place winner for best digital production in the state.
6.5, and here come the Lions. Bodden drives in. Another nice shot off the glass, put back by Bresky. He'll try again, and on the third chance, he puts it down.
You're seeing that height from Bresky really play a factor in these rebounds and off the glass here early.
In-depth interviews with coaches and players, sideline reports, expert analysis, and top-notch production.
Flyer has it on the right wing up top now to Drinkwine. Pump fake, thought about three, doesn't take it, looks around for some help and gets it to Landon Baker. Baker, pass inside, Meyer on the block. Nice jumper from Talon Meyer. He's got all four for Mayville, cuts the lead back to 8.
On the steal from Judkins, he goes baseline, shovels it underneath, kicked out to Talon Meyer. Meyer spins once, kicks it out here to Promersberger.
On the banks of Lake Michigan in historic Sheboygan, Wisconsin, the WIAA girls basketball playoffs continue to roll on as the top-seeded Oostburg Flying Dutchmen and the Laconia Spartans both travel into town to battle for a spot in the sectional final this coming Saturday. We welcome you into the broadcast booth on Radio Plus and NFHS. Makai Ackerman joined tonight by Dominic Ackerman, Jacob Haney, and Aaliyah Stefani, bringing you what should be a fantastic Division III sectional semifinal between two powerhouses in their own right. Laconia enters at 19-7 overall and a perfect 14-0 in conference play this year, led by junior guard Finley Morgan, who's averaging over 20 points per game and shooting nearly 40% from behind the arc. Her double-digit session, as well as key performances from junior Gabby Pino and sophomore Maddie Taplin, were catalysts in the Spartans' win against Kiel last weekend. The Flying Dutchmen, on the other hand, are one of the hottest teams in the state. Coming into today's contest, Oostburg is undefeated in both conference and overall play. Led by the trio of Ketterhagen sisters, the team can score from anywhere, and as proven by their season schedule, they can beat any team regardless of the division. Dominic, how are you? Sectional semifinal basketball, how are you feeling? We're so excited.
Oh, I am pumped to be here. What an amazing facility here that this neutral site has brought us to Sheboygan South. We finally are up and running after some connectivity issues, but we've got it covered. We hope we're live on YouTube. I'm looking on my phone. It looks like everything's working perfectly. We thank you for joining us here. Please let us know in that chat section if something is not working perfectly. We'll try to get things going, but this should be a good one. A sectional semifinal, a rematch of the state tournament from last year in Division III. This should be a great game. If we're starting off talking about those Lady Dutch, they are led in scoring this year by the senior Addie Ketterhagen, 20.7 points per game. She's shooting an impressive 50.5% from the field, 46% from beyond the arc, and an 85% clip from the free throw line. That is one thing that this team is so good at, is getting those points from the charity stripe all season. They, as a team, are one of the best free throw shooting in all of D3, and that makes a sense why they're at the record that they're at, an undefeated season for them. Second on the team in scoring is Kinsley Ketterhagen, just the sophomore, 16 points per game, 48% from the field, a 39% clip from beyond the three-point arc, and an impressive 82.5% from free throw land. Riley Ketterhagen, the other senior Ketterhagen girl, 11.3 points per game, 38% from the field, 32% from three, and an 87% free throw. This team can not only score, but they can also board. 7.2 rebounds per game for Addie Ketterhagen, the senior, on 4.5 on the defensive side of things. Taylor Brasser, the junior, 4 rebounds per game for her, 4 rebounds as well for Kinsley Ketterhagen, just the sophomore, in her second season for this Lady Dutch team. Riley Ketterhagen, the senior, also leads this team in assists, an astounding 5 assists per game. So not only can she get it done with 20 points, or excuse me, Riley gets 11 points per game, but she also knows how to distribute the ball and dish to her teammates.
Let's move on to some of the team stats here for the Lady Dutch. They're averaging 71.8 points scored per game against 37.3. That gives them an astonishing point differential of 34.5 points. That means per game on average, they're beating their opponents by nearly 35 points per game, and that is just a crazy number. Field goal percentage, 43.7%, 35% from behind the arc, and over 70% from behind that free throw line, as Dominic said just a moment ago. Rebounds per game for the team, 32 right on the dot. Assists per game, 17.3. 17 steals per game. and 11.5 turnovers per game. Their last 10, they're 10-0. Their last 5, they're 5-0. Their last 26, they're 26-0. It's a fantastic run here for the Lady Dutch. They have done everything right this season, but we will talk about them more, I promise. We're running short on time, so Dominic, let's move right on into the Laconia Spartans and look at some of their individual stats.
Yeah, this team is led in scoring, another 20-point per game scorer in the junior Finley Morgan. She's had an incredible season for the Laconia Spartans. The first time really getting those starting reps for Finley, and she's making note of it. 43% from the field for her on the season, 38% from three-point land, and a 72% from the charity stripe at free throw land. Miley Redmond, just a sophomore, but she is a very good scorer. She's been a great second piece for this Laconia team, 10.8 points per game, 42% from the field, and 26% from three-point land. Marissa Johnson, the senior, also right at that 11 points per game line, 39% from the field, and a 32% shooter from three-point. Miley Redmond also leads this team in rebounds, and that is one thing about this Laconia team. They are first in all of Division III this season in rebounds per game. They are an incredibly tenacious team when it comes to the rebound. They are getting defensive boards, offensive boards, and you might think when we're running through these team stats, they're at 61 rebounds a game. You might think, oh, that's maybe some inflated stats there. But if you watch this Laconia Spartans team, they are chasing balls. They are going for rebounds whenever they can get a shot. It is an absolute rebound-focused team, and they've done a great job at it this season. Finley Morgan second on the team with 5 rebounds a game, and Lillian Zimmern rounds out the top 3 with 4.8 rebounds a game as well. Finley also leads this team in assists. She's just an all-around playmaker for this Lady Spartans team.
Yeah, let's move on to some of the team stats here for the Spartans. 60.8 points per game average against a 46.7. That leaves them with a point differential of just over 14. As a team, these are their shooting percentages. From behind the arc, 31.6%. From the free throw line, 61%. And from the field, just over 40%. 61 rebounds per game, like Dominic had mentioned. 11.5 assists per game. 9 steals per game. And 11.8 turnovers per game. 9-1 in their last 10, 5-0 in their last 5. They continue to roll on the playoffs as well. Hit, survive, and advance from here on out. The winner moves on. The loser goes home. Sectional semifinal coverage continues after this.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. Here's what I mean. Things off kilter? Might need a new furnace cleaning and a filter. Dust and dander? We'll take a gander. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. Give us a call, and we'll clean your...
Welcome back here to the pregame show on Radio Plus Sports. I'm here with head coach Chris Morgan of the Laconia Spartans. Coach, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for coming and doing the game.
Awesome. It's a really cool gym here in Sheboygan South for this neutral site game. Talk about that game that you had against Waupun on Friday, and then the game on Saturday against, it's blanking my mind. Kiel, thank you. Talk to me about those two games and how you take those two games and in here tonight against Oostburg.
Yeah, I mean, both of those games, I thought overall our defense was pretty good, and that's, really where we're going to have to be great tonight. We're going to be great on defense. We hit enough shots in those games. We're going to probably have to shoot a little bit better in a game like this to have a chance. But those are good teams, and those are victories that we needed to earn. It was certainly no gimme, and we're going to have to be just very mentally tough tonight. So those games prepared us for that. I think that our whole season prepared us for that. We played a lot of really good non-conference teams, especially, and you got to be able to go out there and battle, and things aren't always going to be easy.
Yeah, absolutely. What was your message to the girls over this last 5 days now after you got that win over Kiel? Practice, I'm sure, has been tough and hard. You making sure they're ready for tonight's game. What's the message to the ladies?
Yeah, I mean, you play who's in front of you, and we know Oostburg's a great team, but we're certainly going to go out there and we're not going to concede anything. We're going to go out there and give it our best effort, and we have to be really great in everything we do. Hopefully we hit some shots, but we got to control what we can control, which is our effort, our defense. We're going to have to be phenomenal on defense tonight.
Absolutely. You got a specific game plan on defense that you're looking here, or just going to take it as it is and what they got to start?
Yeah, we're just going to have to, let the game unfold a little bit. There's some things that, we have in the back of our mind, but I guess we'll probably kind of start the way we normally start, and I'm sure we're going to have to make adjustments along the way.
Absolutely. Big game here. There's going to be a lot of extra eyes on the broadcast here tonight. What do you want to say to the people that are watching maybe Laconia for the first time this season and something special about this squad?
Yeah, this is a group that just, they've worked their tail off all season. They've been underdogs all season, and tonight is certainly no different. So they're going to go out there, they're going to battle as hard as they can, and we'll see what happens at the end.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Coach. Anything you wanted to add here on this pregame interview?
Nope. Let's go. Go Spartans.
All right. Well, thank you. That was head coach Chris Morgan. We will step away here from our sponsors, and we'll back some more pregame action on Radio Plus Sports.
Welcome back to the pregame show here on Radio Plus and NFHS, along with Jeff's Livestreams. That's who we are up in the booth here at Sheboygan South High School in Sheboygan for this sectional semifinal matchup between the Oostburg Flying Dutchmen and the Laconia Spartans, the 1 and 2 seed, the two people you projected to be here. It's a state rematch from last year in Division III, and it's going to be a heck of a game. Let's look to the path to this point for both of these teams. Both of them had first-round byes, and Oostburg is looking to just tear through that flyweight conference. In the first round, or rather the second round, their first game, they beat the number 9 seeded Mayville Cardinals 90-38. After that, they beat the number 4 seeded North Fond du Lac Orioles 71-25, and that leads them to here. Laconia, first round bye, they beat number 7 Waupun by 16. And then last Saturday, they beat the number 3 seeded Kiel 59-45. Today's matchup, the winner will go on Saturday, and Chilton, I believe, is the neutral site for that one in the sectional final to face the winner of Brillion or Winneconne, excuse me. I looked right at you. Brillion or Winneconne this coming Saturday. They're both looking to get here, and it should be a phenomenal one. Dominic, talk to me a little bit about what you know from these two teams, digging into your research, and what you expect tonight.
Well, first off, I want to say if there's anybody out here who's watching the Winneconne game, please let me know. I teach in Winneconne, so I just want to see how that game progresses and see what the outcome of it, not just for me personally, but also just to know for these two teams and who they will face on Saturday. So if you're down there in that comment section, you happen to be watching the Winneconne Brilliant game, give us some updates in that comment section. That would be great. But these two squads, they are the 1 and 2 seeds for a reason. They've had incredible seasons. The Spartans were undefeated in conference play. The Oostburg Lady Dutch were undefeated overall. An incredible season for the Dutchmen cannot go underlooked. They are 14-0 against teams that are still currently in the WIAA playoffs. That includes 5 Division I teams that they have beat on this year that are still alive in playoffs. That includes 2 Division II schools who are still alive in playoffs that they have beat. A Division III school, a plethora of Division IV, some D5 schools. This is an incredible Lady Dutch team, and their accomplishments should not go underlooked. But this Spartans teams, they've had that underdog mentality all season long. I've talked with head coach Chris Morgan a bunch of times about that underdog mentality. They lost 5 starters last year to a team that lost to Oostburg at the state tournament. And they came back this year and proved it again that they are a top-tier flyweight conference team. They're undefeated in conference play, and they're coming in here with that same mentality. Hey, why not? They play the game for a reason. If we just took seeding into a fact, Oostburg would have already taken the state championship. But we don't do that because that doesn't make sense.
No, I mean, it doesn't.
We're playing games for a reason. These girls have a chance to win any game that they put their mind to. It should be a phenomenal game here at this neutral site. It's going to be rocking in this place.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, you talked about it there. Laconia coming in as the underdog, but they are no stranger to this high level of play. State champions in Division IV back in 2023 and 2024. State semifinalists last year in Division III got knocked out by this Oostburg team, and now they get a rematch at them. As far as Oostburg comes, though, I don't know if there is a hotter team in the state of Wisconsin right now. 26-0 this year, and they have just been fantastic, beating a plethora of schools from every single division, D1, D2, D3, D4, and D5. It doesn't matter who they play, Dominic. They run through them like a freight train on a mission. It's exactly what they preach and exactly how they've played like this entire year. Dominic, do you have any keys to the game for Laconia or for Oostburg?
If you're the Laconia Spartans, you're coming out this game, you got to play your game quick. You got to make sure that you are rebounding quickly. You're making sure you're taking possessions and actually scoring with them. You cannot come out here and start to make up some wild shots and get those heads low to begin with. You got to make sure you're out here getting good shots, getting good looks to start. If you're the Oostburg team, play the ball you've played all season. Play from ahead, play with a lead. That is how this Oostburg Lady Dutch team will be able to succeed.
All right, that being said, national anthem coming up here in just a matter of moments. sectional semifinals here at Sheboygan South High School in Sheboygan.
Hockey.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Shop some great deals all this week at Brandon Meats. The whole fillets bacon wrapped beef tenderloins at $12.99 per pound. The smoked Polish sausage, $3.99 per pound. Pork steaks, $2.49 per pound. The broad of the week this week, the loaded potato brats at $2.99 per pound. These and more great deals at Brandon Meats. Open this week Monday through Thursday, 7 to 5, Friday, 7 till 6, and Saturday, 7 till 3. Log on, brandonmeats.com.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Coal Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
Ergo Bank, we know there's a deposit account to fit your unique needs. Whether you want to earn interest on your balance, or perhaps enjoy cashback rewards, or maybe grow your money over time, Ergo Bank makes it real easy. From savings and checking accounts to savings accounts and, of course, CDs. We can do it all while offering flexible options and convenient access for a banking experience that's built just for you. Ergo Bank, better banking by design. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Early withdrawal penalties may apply.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Welcome to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Welcome to Hoff's Quality Meats and Catering, where every cut starts with tradition and cares for your family. Step inside to a display case filled with fresh, marbled beef and pork, farm-fresh chicken, and vibrant sausages. We are more than a meat market. Check out our catering menu, takeout menus, and even our fish fry. From family dinners to weeknight staples, Hoff's offers friendly service and local artistry you can taste. Visit Hoff's today for quality cuts and weekly specials that make every meal a little more delicious. Or call 920-583-3734 to order from our menu.
Fantastic rendition by the Laconia Pep Band here of the national anthem. Seas of red and green fill into Sheboygan South High School for this sectional semifinal between the Oostburg Lady Dutch and the Laconia Spartans. Let's get to those starting lineups. Here they are for the Lady Dutch. A senior wearing 0, Addie Ketterhagen. A guard, senior number 1, Riley Ketterhagen. Senior guard, number 10, Macy Brudink. A sophomore guard, number 23, Kinsley Ketterhagen. And a junior forward, number 40, Taylor Brasser. The Lady Dutch are coached by Isaiah Ketterhagen. One final look at them down there on the court as they get ready to take on the Spartans, the 2 seeds coming into today. A junior guard, number 1, Finley Morgan. A junior guard, number 4, Kendall Plime. A senior guard, number 5, Marissa Johnson.
What?
Freshman guard, number 12.
No.
I was going to say.
13.
Just had the number wrong. It is going to be the senior forward, number 13, Natalie Bianchi. I was a little confused on that as well.
I was about to say, good for Macy.
And rounding out the starting 5, a sophomore, number 33, Miley Redmond. The Spartans are coached by head coach Chris Morgan, who has been a part of this team for quite a while now. Was with the team in the state championship run back in 23 and 24. Last year in the semifinals here in Division III. And they've led them back to the sectional semifinals now.
You're going to get some incredible shots down on the court by Aaliyah. She's doing a great job so far in pregame and to get you those starting lineups from court side. I'm excited to get underway here, folks. And as always, in that comment section, let us know where you're watching from, who you're watching for, who you're rooting for. Just about anything you want to leave down there is appreciated. We'll shout you out on the broadcast.
It'll be Brasser for the Lady Dutch, along with Miley Redmond for the Spartans. The opening tip, and we are off. It goes Oostburg way, and they will start with possession. 18 minutes in this first half of what should be some fantastic basketball and a quick turnover. The Spartans will take over 10 seconds in.
Student section already fired up about that one in the Laconia side. They are outnumbered quite a bit here by this Oostburg team. Nice traveling student section for both of these squads.
A little bit of a shorter drive here for Oostburg fans than it was for Laconia, but both teams showed out and have showed up. Ball tipped away. It goes the other way. 2 turnovers, each team with 10-second possessions. And just like that, Oostburg back with the ball.
Maybe getting a little nerves shaken out there.
It'll be Riley Ketterhagen. Hand off to Addie. She pops a triple, and she's good. Addie Ketterhagen, the senior who leads this team with 21 points per game, is on the board with a triple from the left wing. Marissa Johnson now, hand off to the sophomore Redmond. Dished back around near the big S logo in the middle of this court. That thing spans quite a large margin. Spartans passing the ball around up top near the half-court line.
Trapped up top there. I wonder if they're just trying to waste some time on each possession.
Marissa Johnson sealed off nicely to Bianchi. Back over to Finley Morgan. A lot of time here on this possession for the Spartans, yet to find a good shot. Johnson tries to go in. She's sealed off. The defense coming out strong here for the Lady Dutch. Bianchi now spins.
Doesn't look like they're really trying to find a good shot. I think they're just trying to waste time.
Pass down low. It's smothered away. Bounced out away. And it goes the other way. Oostburg takes over up 3, nearly a minute and a half in. Suffocating defense, that possession from Oostburg. And it forces another turnover. Ketterhagen hands off to Kinsley Ketterhagen. Back up top for Riley. Dish to the corner. Baseline goes Ketterhagen, and she puts it in. Kinsley Ketterhagen, the sophomore. You're going to hear a lot of that last name tonight. They lead the team in points, all 3 of them for a reason.
Yeah, they've been a great trio for this Oostburg Lady Dutch team all season long.
5-0 early. Spartans really have yet to get it even close to the perimeter. Playing out top. Bianchi set a screen and a couple of more passes. Finley Morgan finds her way to the ball. Dish over to Plime. Cross-court pass back to Marissa Johnson. And it's turned away. Kendall Plime's there to pick it up off of a couple of hands. And Laconia finally moving up, but brings it right back out. Bounce inside to Bianchi. Laconia struggling early with this defense.
I think they're actually just trying to waste time up there. The problem is they're could be wasting too much time to actually get an open shot and letting the defense set up here.
Here's Addie Ketterhagen on the breakaway. She steps to her left. Off the glass, no good, but a foul coming. And Addie Ketterhagen, who already has 3, will get a shot at the line.
Foul will also go on Kendall Plime, her first, team's first. Shout out there in the comment section. Beth Jensen saying, let's go Spartans, along with Kurt saying, good luck, Lady Spartans from East Rosendale. A couple comments there for our friend Jacob out there as well.
Addie Ketterhagen makes good on the first and brings the lead to 6, 15-14 left on the clock. Great shot by Aaliyah down on the court. Let's see if Ketterhagen can make both. She does, and that's not surprising. She shoots 86.5% from that charity stripe, and she is just one of the shooters bringing that average up here for the Lady Dutch. 7-0, nearly 3 minutes in, and the Spartans yet to take a shot. Johnson deep on the right wing, guarded by Ketterhagen. She's trapped, got to get it away. The tall Miley Redmond gets the vertical up, takes it down. Johnson inside the paint, takes a step off the glass, and there it is. Count the basket. Marissa Johnson gets the Spartans on the board. Now Oostburg tries to set up their actual offense. It's basically been on transition baskets and a quick turnover from the Spartans defense. Johnson dish out to Morgan, who's been fairly quiet. 3.5 in. Finley Morgan has yet to really make her way towards the perimeter. She's been the facilitator, but way out front here for Laconia. Move to her left, sealed off, good screen by Johnson. Back to Miley Redmond, who brings it the other way. Now down to Johnson, she drives baseline. Good pass down low to Bianchi, she weighs through the contact. She comes down with her own board, back up top, still no good. Tipped out of bounds, it stays the Spartans' way. Finally getting a couple of more shots up.
Yeah, finally able to get to the rim and actually start to attack and get some shots up for the Lady Spartans. Rebecca down there saying, go Spartans from Rhinelander.
High arcing inbound pass, Kendall Plime moves back for it. She was spun around, dish off to Johnson. Laconia really playing up top, trying to set screens and find their way through traffic. And a timeout called, a 30-second one by Chris Morgan and his squad. We'll take it with him.
Make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Sectional semifinal coverage continues here from Sheboygan South High School in Sheboygan. The 2-seeded Spartans are currently down by 5 to the top-seeded Oostburg Flying Dutchmen. 7-2, 13:48 left in this first half, and a 30-second timeout called by head coach Chris Morgan to talk it over with his girls. They've been taking long possessions, which is what they want. This Oostburg team very capable of putting up a 90 spot against a really good team, so they are okay with taking a couple minutes off the clock at a time. Redmond gets the inbound. She's sealed off nicely. Back up top to Johnson. Bounce pass over to Finley Morgan, the leading scorer for the Spartans all year. The junior averages over 20.5 per game. It's tipped out of bounds, and it stays with the Spartans. Chippy defense here from Oostburg, but again, it's staying with the Spartans, and they continue to run that clock.
Yeah, good almost minute and a half possession here for the Lady Spartans, as they're just trying to waste some clock and then put up a shot. Keep this one as low scoring as they can. We'll see some substitutions in here. I believe that's Gabby Pino and Lillian Zimmerman checking in for the Spartans. Gives Kendall Plime and Bianchi a break.
Gabby Pino inbounds all the way to Finley Morgan in the backcourt. Brought across now to Johnson. Trying to move some traffic around in her favor. 7-2 still in favor of the Lady Dutch. Morgan strapped off to the sophomore Redmond. Back across the court. Now to Gabby Pino. Finley Morgan's wide open. She takes her three and nails it. That's exactly what the Spartans have wanted to do. And Finley Morgan, the leading scorer for Laconia, is finally on the board. A 2-point lead now for Oostburg. Ketterhagen pass down low, back to the middle, through some contact and a late foul coming. It'll be 2 free throws for the junior, Taylor Brasser. If there is one lady who wanted a foul out there for the Lady Dutch right now, it's Brasser. She only shoots 40% from the line.
That was Finley's first, team's second now.
And she will get 2 up by 2. Her first one is good, nothing but net. With a form like that and a shot like that, surprising to see that free throw percentage so low.
Yeah, that shot looked like it was definitely a more 65-70% free throw shooter.
And she makes good on both.
She goes 100% from that trip.
Doesn't matter what it was in the regular season, Dom. It's all about playoffs right now. One game at a time, one shot at a time. And Brasser knocks them both down. 4-point lead back for the Flying Dutchman. Pino over to Johnson at the logo. Trying to work it down to Finley Morgan. They do. She takes her space on the baseline, goes up strong, puts a shot up. Zimmerman with a rebound. She spins back outside. The extra pass. Johnson now takes a jumper, goes long. Zimmerman fights for a rebound, but Brasser is able to bring it down. And the Lady Dutch will slow it up by 4. Just over 12 left to play in the first half. Pass to the corner, wide open look. Can't connect, rebound taken down, no problem by Brugink. Screen set, pull up 3. That one's good. Soraya Benton.
That was Kinsley Ketterhagen there with the 3.
Saw the 2, couldn't get the other number. My apologies. Kinsley Ketterhagen adds 2 more or 3 more to her point total, and they're back up by 7. Dish to the corner. Pino's all alone. She can't connect. A bounce off the rim. Rebound brought down. They're going to say it was kept in by Brasser. A heck of a play. And now Oostburg already up by 7. Can continue to add on. Tight defense from Johnson. Pass down to the corner. Back up to Kinsley Ketterhagen. All the way around for Riley. Kinsley goes down low. Move inside towards the bucket. Shot goes up and it's good. Addie Ketterhagen add 2 more.
This team is so good at getting to the paint, getting to the rim, putting shots up from down low and getting those easy 2 points on possessions.
Zimmerman tries to set the high screen. Finley Morgan nearly lost it. And now Gabby Pino gets it poked away. She's got to get back on defense. Here comes Kinsley Ketterhagen off the glass and 1. Everything is going right for the Oostburg Lady Dutch right now. An and 1 off of the foul. Count the basket, and Kinsley Ketterhagen will get to shoot the free throw. Up by 11, possibly 12.
That was Marissa Johnson's first, team's third. We'll see some substitutions here. Lady Dutch, a couple of them will get a break as Ketterhagen goes to shoot her and 1 play.
At one point it was 7-0. The Spartans brought it back within 2, and now it's an 11-point lead. Free throw no good. And Laconia, although they want to take a long time on their possessions, have got to put some baskets in. Pino near the logo, steps to her right, crosses back inside. Dish to Zimmerman. Back up top for the newly checked in Maddie Taplin. Turned away. Here comes Oostburg once again. Hand off to Kinsley. Ketterhagen moves inside, a lot of contact. Rebound taken down, and it's put back up. That time it's off of the hands of Soraya Benton. The sophomore averages just under 8 per game, and she's finally on the scoring sheet. Finley Morgan move inside, little floater in the paint, and there's 2 for Finley.
The opposite of what we saw early for the Spartans. A quick possession there resulted in points. We'll see if they try to get them, just answer on the offensive side of things, the way that the Lady Dutch have been scoring early.
Already down by 11. Kinsley Ketterhagen takes a deep 3. It hits nothing, and it's a turnover.
She wanted a foul call on that one. Talks with the near side official, does not get her way.
Miley Redmond will check back in here for the Spartans, giving Gabby Pino a much-needed break. Under 10 minutes left in the first. An 11-point lead here still for the Lady Dutch. Hand off to Maddie Taplin, only a sophomore, but a couple of crucial threes early in the first half against Laconia's win against Kiel last Saturday. Zimmerman deep on the wing, back to Finley Morgan. She's up to 5 on the night. Zimmerman takes her space in the lane, dish back outside, deep three from Plime. It doesn't hit anything, and off of the hands of Taplin, out of bounds. And Oostburg takes back over. (18-7), 9:18 and counting. Kinsley Ketterhagen all by herself in the backcourt. Will just take it right on across. Dish to the wing now. A lot of separation for Macy Brugging. They don't think she's going to shoot. They'll give the shot to another one. It goes wide. Spartans down by 11. Got to get going. Zimmerman dished around to Taplin. Good screen set by Finley Morgan. And now Taplin looks for a pass. Back to Morgan.
Nearly tapped away there.
Finley Morgan will draw the foul, the right play. And that's going to be the first one against Riley Ketterhagen, the senior who averages 11.2 per game. Picks up her first and team's first.
I was going to say, we're nearly 10 minutes into this one. First time that the Lady Dutch have picked up the foul. So an inbound play now for the Spartans.
All the way back to Kendall Plime. Plime out of the hands, but it's picked up by Johnson, who just happened to be there. Right place at the right time. Finley Morgan thought about a three for a moment. Instead, dished away. Oostburg brought a fantastic student section with them, and they're not afraid to get loud. Plime looking for a pass somewhere. Bounces over to Redmond. And we're going to get an offensive foul called against Natalie Pianchi. I saw Riley Ketterhagen fall down inside the lane. And whether you think it was a push or not, Pianchi gets the personal. Fourth team foul now for Laconia. Another turnover when they could have cut into this 11-point deficit.
Yeah, they're going to need to start scoring on these possessions quickly. Nearly 10 minutes into this one.
Pass to the corner. Ketterhagen's wide open. She does not miss that shot. Kinsley Ketterhagen with another triple, and the lead grows to 14. Ketterhagen bounced it away from Redmond. Over to Johnson, and here comes that slow style of offense here from the Spartans. And miscommunication forces another turnover. 21-7, something Laconia has got to be weary of, is letting this game get away from him. And as I say that, a full timeout. 21-7 here in the sectional semifinal. 7.5 left in the first.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
The full timeout expires as Chris Morgan's squad finds themselves down by 14 and without possession of the ball. The Lady Dutch have done everything right so far, and they lead it 21-7, just over 7.5 left in the first half. Riley Ketterhagen brings it across. Over to her sister Kinsley, now down to Addie. She'll take a triple, and she nails it. The timeout cannot cool off the Lady Dutch. 17-point lead now. Laconia has got to find a way to score. This was a 7-5 game not too long ago. Laconia only trailed by 2, and now it's up to 17. Not saying it's now or never, but a team of Oostburg's caliber, they can continue to run away with it. Dish out to a wide open Plime. She can't connect on her 3. Pianki with a rebound. Off the glass, she can't go. And those are shots the Spartans have got to put down if they want to have a chance at climbing back in this one. Pass down low, back to the corner, wide open look, yes! There it is! Everybody is knocking it down right now for the Oostburg Flying Dutchman. Addie Geffert gets on the board. (27-7), a 20-point lead. Klein backs up. Dish over to Johnson. Excuse me, that 3 was called on Brugink. Now to Johnson. Tried to go baseline, tip-tapped away. Stays with the Spartans. Couple of subs. Gabby Pino checks back in for Laconia, as well as Taylor Brasser, the junior, here for Oostburg.
This has got to be a possession that the Spartans score on. It has been a long scoring drought, and that's the one thing this Oostburg team has done so well on all season is playing from this lead. And if they got a 20-point lead coming into the final stages of the first half, that's going to be a problem for Laconia as they start the second.
I believe the last time the Spartans scored in this one, it was when Gabby Pino was back in the game. She's been sitting on the bench for quite a long time, and that shows you how long this drought's been. Miley Redmond puts a floater up, and all you need is Gabby Pino on the floor, apparently. Redmond is on the board, and the Spartans up to 9. Still have a lot of work to do, and it really starts on the defensive end. Every single Lady Dutch tonight has touched the ball and shot it effectively. Laconia's defense has to step up and start taking some more fouls if that's what it takes. 5.5 left in the first half. A wide open look. No good on that triple. Rebound tipped away and into the hands of Kendall Plime. She slows down and waits for reinforcements. Across to Finley Morgan. Screen set up top by Pianki. Morgan goes the other way. Now a handoff. A lot of contact. No offensive call. And now we're going to get a stoppage in play? Did they call that an offensive foul that late in?
No, she fell to the ground and hit her head, so they're going to take a break because of head contact.
Gotcha. Thanks, Jacob.
If they're going to take a break because of head contact, she should be subbed out of the game then, if they're going to bring the trainer onto the floor. I mean, to stop in the middle of an offensive possession, I understand it. We're all about safety here, but she should have to come off, and that's what I figured. I was going to say, if the trainer is out there on the court, there's only so long that you can sit there. And that's Addie Ketterhagen, who went down hard, took the bump on the head, and Macy Brugink will check back in and take her spot.
She seems to be okay, but you got to do your due diligence, especially when it comes to head contact. Got to get checked for the concussion protocol.
5 minutes left in the first half, 27-9 lead. And Laconia, it's go time. Pino goes over to Finley Morgan, pops a deep 3 from the white ring and gets it. Finley Morgan just has to take control. She has 8 of the 12 points tonight for the Spartans.
Yeah, that is something that the Spartans need to have, is not only shots going in, but from your best players. If they can start to get hot, they can start to cut into this deficit.
Spartans defense has to get a close down possession. That's exactly what they do. Jump ball forced down low, and a little momentum swing now, only down by 15. And if they can close out this first half on a strong note, it can do detrimental things in that halftime locker room. 4.5 left in the first, 27-12. Oostburg has dominated all of first half, but Laconia seems to be getting things figured out. Pino over to Pianki. Cross-court pass back to Plime, nearly out of her hands into the student section of Oostburg. Instead, it's kept alive. Trap defense up top, back to Pianki. She takes her space, dish back out. Redmond with a 3. This one just goes short. Pianki's there with a board. Now Finley Morgan goes inside, gets fouled and 1. Finley Morgan up to 10 points and can make it 11 on the and 1 free throw. Finley Morgan has put this Spartans team on her back right now.
Foul is going to go on Riley Ketterhagen, her second as well. Team second.
Ketterhagen will come take a seat on the bench. Do not want to lose your second best scorer, your third best scorer rather. Finley Morgan can't connect, and she stays at 10 points. But it's 10 of the 14 Spartans points, and they're only down by 13 now. Couple of good defensive possessions. And let's see if the Spartans can hang on a little longer. Ketterhagen makes a move inside, dish down, now outside. Back to Benton, around in the paint. Move inside, looking for the pass. Outside to Brasser, she goes baseline. Back to Brugink, outside to Ketterhagen. Can't give her too much space, they don't. Dish down low to Brasser, move over Zimmerman. Can't find any space, goes up strong, no good. Rebound taken down, Ketterhagen back up, still no good, and a foul finally coming. Laconia's defense was there for the first couple of shots, but they could not pick up a defensive rebound.
That's what happens when you force offensive boards. You're gonna most of the time get a hand somewhere on the second, third, fourth putback shot. Finley Morgan, it was Lillian Zimmerman that got her hand in there. Thought it could have been called on either.
Again, Brasser, a 40% free throw shooter, but today she's 3 for 3.
She's looked really good from the stripe as well.
Yeah. And a couple of bounces. It's going her way. She makes good on both. 29-14 the lead now. Just over 3 minutes left to go in the first half of this sectional semifinal. The top 2 seeds in this bracket. Redmond lost it. Taken away by Ketterhagen. A 2-on-1 in transition. Ketterhagen to Ketterhagen. And a good closeout by Finley Morgan to prevent the triple. Screen up top. Kinsley moves inside. Dish to the corner. Brugink back outside. Brasser thought about it, but decided it's a no-go.
Now it's the Lady Dutch taking some time on a possession to try to get things set up.
Inside to Brasser, all alone off the glass, and she is not going to miss that bunny. The lead continues to grow back up to 17 now. Johnson trying to answer, no good. Rebound kept alive just barely on the baseline by Ketterhagen. Kinsley goes over to Addy, over to Brugink in the corner. Brought all the way around, all the way up top. Benton wide open. Couple of bounces off the iron, a fight for the rebound, and Kendall Plime finds her way in. Plime slows down, finds Zimmerman in transition. Down to the baseline, working hard. Spins around, gets the foul call, and Lillian Zimmerman looked like she wanted it. It's only the third personal foul here coming against Oostburg.
This one will go on Soraya Benton, her first.
Zimmerman can't make the first. She shoots just under 40% from the free throw line. So some would say her opposite on the other side of Taylor Brasser, who shoots 40% from the line, has been perfect from the stripe today. Zimmerman looking to get it going here in the second shot. She cannot. Rebound taken down by Oostburg. And the lead stays at 17, eclipsing that 2-minute mark. Move inside. Pump fake and a screen set. Just a handoff to Riley Ketterhagen, who checked back in. Now a pass down low. Addy moves around and brings it back behind the perimeter. Marissa Johnson playing tight defense. And back out to Kinsley Ketterhagen, the catalyst for this Lady Dutch team today. Outside, handoff, wide open look. Addy Ketterhagen gets fouled, and she will get 3 free throws. Not the lady you want to send there. Again, 86.5% from that charity stripe. That's what Addy Ketterhagen shoots on the season, and she gets 3 of them now this trip.
Gabby Pino I thought it was Marissa Johnson, just didn't let her land effectively on that three-point shot. The reason why Addy's going to the stripe. First one, nothing but the nylon.
Got to let them land and give them some space for their feet when you're shooting from behind the arc. Ketterhagen on her second is good as well, and she'll get one more. Lead up to 19, could be 20 here pending this third free throw.
20 was the largest lead of the day for the Lady Dutch. They could match it here.
They do. 34-14, a minute at 38. Laconia just looking for any momentum heading into the halftime locker room. Hand off to Pino. Brought all the way around to the near side. Now dish back to the far side for Morgan. She has 10 of the 14 Spartans points, trying to add 3 more. A deep 3, no good. Rebound taken down by Brasser. Lead stays at 20, and Oostburg looking to add on and make it even larger. Ketterhagen near the sideline on the far side. Kendall Plime trying to get a poke in there. And an offensive foul coming against Taylor Brasser. Turnover the Spartans needed there. Again, down by 20. But they have the shooters to get back in it. Once they get hot, they get hot. It's not like it's over just yet. Climb down low, goes baseline, back outside, snatched away by Addie Ketterhagen. Read that thing like a book.
One thing that the Spartans are doing are frustrating Addie Ketterhagen. They are all over her whenever they go on defense. Marissa Johnson is cloning her on defense and making sure she can't get any space.
Ketterhagen snapped away. Now she'll take a jumper inside the paint. And it's 2 more. Largest lead of the day. It's up to 22. With 25 seconds left in the first half, the Spartans look for the last shot and something positive to take into the locker room. It'll be Kinsley Ketterhagen's first on a reach-in. Only team's 4th, so bonus is not even close to the question yet. $36-14. We want to thank all of you for joining us here on Radio Plus and Jeff's live streams. Leave something down in that YouTube comment section. Where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, your favorite player, how your day was. We love hearing from you, and we'll give you a shout out so the ladies out there know that their friends and family were watching as well. 19 clicks left on the clock. Pass goes to the backcourt. Little pressure coming from Brugink. Morgan out to Redmond. Under 10 seconds left to go now. Back to Johnson. Had Gabby Pino alone in the corner instead. Johnson drives off the back of the iron. Rebound taken down, and that will do it for the first half of play. 36-14, a 22-point lead for the Lady Dutch heading into the halftime locker room. We'll step aside, hear from some of our sponsors, and when we come back, we're talking halftime.
Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed, quality workmanship, and getting the job done right the very first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
Are you looking for a calmer grooming experience your dog's absolutely gonna love? Come to Muddy Paws in Rosendale, a quiet, peaceful environment, one-on-one grooming, clean and sanitized shop in a friendly, patient grooming experience. Muddy Paws for every dog also receives a free blueberry facial, seasonal cologne, seasonal bandana, and a themed photo posted to the page. Muddy Paws at the corner of Highways 23 and 26, Rosendale in the old Subway building. Best of luck, Laconia, in your game today.
Joint or spine pain holding you back from the activities you love? Exhausted from relying on pain medications? Dreading the thought of steroid shots or invasive surgery? At New Medical Center, we believe in tapping into your body's own natural healing abilities. Our cutting-edge regenerative treatments use your body's own natural biologics to repair and restore damaged tissues. Visit us online at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899.
You've dreamt of the kind of home you want to live in for years. Now is the time to turn that dream into a reality. Quest Interiors has you covered with flooring, cabinetry, and countertops all in one place. From kitchens and bathrooms to family and bedrooms, bring your vision to life with professional installation. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Redeker Dairy Equipment has been taking care of the needs of area farmers for over 50 years. They're your one-stop shop for Delaval milking equipment. And Redeker Dairy Equipment sells and maintains every system, from rotary parlors to robotic equipment. They'll deliver chemicals, dips, and supplies right to your farm. Redeker Dairy has an electrical department that offers residential, commercial, and industrial services. Good luck, Crusaders, from Redeker Dairy Equipment in Brandon.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
We know you put your Coon Knight equipment to work, and it may be in need of some extra attention. Make sure to inspect bearings, knives, hammers, and other high-wear parts to keep your machine running at its best. Genuine Coon Knight parts, proudly made in the USA, are now available at Gruetz Equipment, your Coon Knight dealer in Potter, Eden, Waupun, and Watertown. Invest in quality with original Coon Knight parts designed specifically for your machine. Stop in or call your favorite Gruetz Equipment location for more information today. This exciting gameplay is being brought to you by Waupun Utilities, your local electric, water, and wastewater provider. And just like the teams out there, our team works hard every single day to deliver reliable, affordable service to more than 4,400 customers. As your community-owned utility, every single dollar we earn goes back into making Waupun stronger. Waupun Utilities, powering our community with teamwork, pride, and of course, hometown commitment.
Scores from around the area. Here at Sheboygan South High School, it's 36-14 in this halftime game. The other team we cover here so far for ladies basketball has been the Lions from Lamira. And in their opponent right now against, remind me, it was, who are they playing, Jacob? Lamira.
They're playing the Kohler Blue Bombers.
Kohler, yes, excuse me. They're up by 10 at half, so that could get interesting going into this Saturday. And Winneconne, who is on the other side of this bracket playing against Brillion, are up by 2 points just coming out of the half.
No, they are up by 1 point with 2 minutes left in the first half.
That was the timeout countdown that we were watching.
Oh, not
They're
a
up by
halftime
1,
countdown.
2 minutes left before halftime are the Winneconne. The other side of this sectional bracket. Want to give a shout out there to Tom Splitgerber, assistant coach from the Oostburg Lady Dutch, who have looked incredible here tonight. They are a tremendous D3 program, and as Kurt pointed out in that comment section, this team could possibly win a D1 state title. They are that good on the court. I would have to agree with him. They have looked tremendous all playoffs and tremendous here against the Spartans team, who is the 2 seed in this sectional bracket.
Yeah, well, Kurt's of course right. This Oostburg team has played a multitude of Division I schools throughout the season. Again, they are 14-0 against the 14 teams that they have played that are still alive in the playoffs. It is an insane number. And of those 14 teams that are still alive, they average a point differential of 25 points per game. That is just insane, Dominic.
It's unheard of to have played that many schools as a D3 program, to have beaten that many schools as a D program, and to do it so dominantly. 25 point differential on average against the 14 teams that are still alive in the playoffs. These are teams that are playing tonight around the state of Wisconsin that Oostburg has beaten this year. It's been an incredible season for them, and they should not be overshadowed as the Laconia Spartans are trying to battle in this one, trying to pull out that underdog story. It'll be a tough one. They have to score 22 more in this second half alone just to catch up to that deficit. They're led in scoring right now are the Lady Dutch by Addie Ketterhagen, 13 points from her, 12 points from Kinsley Ketterhagen, 6 from Taylor Brasser, 3 from Macy Brugnick, and 2 from Soraya Benton. And then the Spartans are led right now in scoring by Finley Morgan, who has 10. Marissa Johnson has 2, and Redmond has 2. And that is where we sit at halftime.
Spartans got a lot of work to do in the second half, while Oostburg just has to hold on. 22-point lead, less than 3 left to go in this halftime break. We'll take it with them and be back after this on Radio Plus and Jeff's live streams.
Warner Harmson Furniture, Flooring, Kitchen, and Bath. We know that your home is more than just 4 walls. From kitchen and bath remodels to full home renovations and new construction, we have the team for you. Warner Harmson brings expert design and craftsmanship to every project. Dependable, detail-driven, and dedicated to you, we turn your vision into a home. Warner Harmson, we do it all. Visit warnerharmson.com and book your free consultation today.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. Here's what I mean. Things off kilter? Might need a new furnace cleaning and a filter. Dust and dander? We'll take a gander. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. Give us a call, and we'll clean your ducky.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Just wrapping up out of the halftime break, a 22-point lead for the Lady Dutch of Oostburg. And the Spartans, the 2 seed in this sectional, have a lot of work to do. What do you think the mindset of Chris Morgan heading into that locker room for Laconia was, Dom, and what was that speech about?
I wonder if they'll just change up their thing, try to get shots off early. They know that they're not going to be able to take long possessions right now because they're down by 22. You can't waste too many possessions. You just got to go down there, take your best shot that you can. This Spartans team can shoot. I mean, you just got to get it into your shooters' hands and hopefully that they can put some in. If you're Oostburg, just play your game. I mean, you played an incredible game so far here tonight. This is a phenomenal team, and as the comment section is talking about, this is a team that could definitely compete in D1, and they're here in D3 doing their thing.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely can compete in D1. We saw it all throughout the regular season, and if you put them in those Division I playoffs as we get started with Riley Ketterhagen, the quieter of the sisters tonight, but she puts 2 on to start the scoring for Oostburg. But as I was saying, if you put them in that Division I playoff bracket right now, they could make a run easily, Dom.
Absolutely. I mean, they've beat 5 teams that are currently in D1 playoffs still today. They're playing tonight in sectional semifinals.
Finley Morgan, who had the Laconia Spartans leading 10 points in that first half, draws a foul and heads to the line to shoot 2.
It'll be the first one on Macy Brugnick. I want to shout out Crystal here cheering for the Lady Dutch, watching while on vacation in Puerto Rico. Special shout out to our favorite Lady Dutch, number 40, Tay Brasser. They are all playing great. If only they would have invited us to Puerto Rico. We could have done a remote broadcast in the warmth.
Would have been nice. Finley Morgan, no good on the first, but connects with the second. Still a 23-point lead here for Oostburg. Have dominated the first half, and they look to do the same in the second. We've seen it with their first 2 playoff games, but they are not shy to take their foot off the pedal, or rather to keep their foot on the pedal. Foul coming down low. We'll see who they give it to. It's either going to be Pianki or Johnson. And it does go against Natalie Pianki. That's her second.
Oh, sorry, I must have missed one.
Her second, team's first, though, in this second half. Quick inbound pass to Kinsley Ketterhagen off the rim, no good. Rebound taken down by the sophomore Miley Redmond. And now she'll try to bring it around Riley Ketterhagen. 17 minutes left to outscore this Oostburg Lady Dutch team by 23. And that's a nice way to start. A foul coming against Oostburg, and that's the third one now for Riley Ketterhagen.
Frustrated as she heads to the bench there. She'll take a seat only a minute in at 3 fouls now.
More fouls than she has points, which is not an average thing for her. She is averaging double-digit points. This one's tapped out of bounds. And it goes Oostburg's way.
Just lost the handle on it to Johnson up top. Pressured there by Addie Ketterhagen. So an inbound play for the Lady Dutch.
Quick inbound pass, nearly taken away by Marissa Johnson. Rimmed around up top. Now outside to Benton. She moves inside the paint. Back outside. Brugink takes the 3. She goes short. And Pianki's there for a quick rebound. Johnson crosses the logo. Finds Plime. Back up top to Redmond. Miley Redmond slows things down now for the Spartans. Down by 23 with 16 seconds left of what could possibly be the rest of their season. One of these teams is going home tonight. The other moving on to sectional finals this coming Saturday. A deep 3 from Finley Morgan. Why not? Just goes long. Not what you expect from a triple of that range. Fight for it on the ground. We should get a jump ball call here as the referees converge.
Pianki and Brugink fighting there for the jump ball. Possession arrow stays with the Spartans. Nice portable shot here from Aaliyah on the inbound play.
Inbound up to Kendall Plime. Down low to Redmond. Takes a shot up off the end of the glass. Tries again. Tapped out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Spartans. Got a little bit of a tickle in my throat this second half.
I can tell.
Dish over to Morgan. Thought about a 3. Instead moves inside. Now a floater just inside the paint. A couple of bounces off the rim, and it can't get it to go. Trickles out of bounds. It stays the Spartans' way again. Not able to score right now, but at least they can keep possession and keep on putting shots up.
Problem is you got to get some of these shots to fall. If you're the Spartans, still down by 23.
Redmond goes up to Pianki. Swung around to Johnson. Now to Finley Morgan. Deep on the right wing. Guarded tightly by Addie Ketterhagen. Johnson, step back 3. Deep on the right side. She goes long. Oostburg still looking to extend. Back outside to Brugink. She's stopped. Wide open is Benton. She'll pop the triple. Can't get it to fall. Rebound tip-tapped around. It stays with the Lady Dutch. And now Kinsley Ketterhagen, who had a big first half, gets it turned away by Kendall Plime. Plime back to Johnson. Across to Morgan. The junior, 11 points on the night. Got to take over in the second half. Redmond back at the logo. Now down low to Johnson. Back up top. Morgan surveying the defense. Moves to her left. Cross back inside. Back the other way. Cross court pass to Redmond. She makes a quick move. Extra pass back up top. And it's taken away. Tried to push it to the middle. And it was a sea of black jerseys. Addie Ketterhagen lost it. Looking for a foul. Very vocal about it as well.
Said they were getting her frustrated in the first half. That was the one thing the Spartans were doing effectively.
And instead, Addie Ketterhagen will be called for a foul of her own.
That'll be only her first, though.
Her first. She had 13 first half points. And was a big reason why this team is leading by 23. Inbound pass goes to Morgan. She'll cross midcourt. Thought about a triple from their wing. Instead gets it to Pino. Back out to Plime. Could have had the three, but lost it on the pass. Pass down low to Zimmerman. Takes a dribble. Fight for it on the ground, and a jump ball coming. This time it goes the way of Oostburg. Laconia so far held to 15 points through about 22 minutes of action. Maddie Taplin checks back in. Again, a couple of big threes in the first half last game against Kiel. They could use some momentum from the sophomore. 38-15, under 14 minutes left to go. Riley Ketterhagen with 3 personal fouls, has to be careful. Instead, she dishes. Wide open look, doesn't hit anything. And it falls right into the hands of Finley Morgan. Morgan, toss back to Taplin. Taplin makes a move and goes right back to Morgan. Little tic-tac-toe action. Morgan, jumper from the elbow, off the back of the iron, no good. Kinsley Ketterhagen with a rebound. She's sealed off near the paint. Dish outside, good closeout by Zimmerman. Ketterhagen outside. Geffert had some separation, didn't want the shot. There she is again, still has the separation, didn't want to take it. Addie Ketterhagen gets a screen, back to Geffert, this time she pops it. And Geffert comes down hard, and a travel. And she slams the ball down in frustration. And now she's gonna go and talk to the official. Addie Ketterhagen has been very displeased with some of the calls she hasn't been getting and some of the calls she's been called for.
Not only Addie Ketterhagen, but Coach Ketterhagen as well, asking the closer official for some explanation on that one as well.
Addie, the leading scorer for points per game for this Oostburg team. She averages 21 right on the dot. Good screen set by Zimmerman. Over to Taplin, back up to Finley Morgan. Thought about the deep three. Instead goes inside to Taplin, back outside. Redmond, dish, tipped away, back into her hands. Finley Morgan is gonna get called for a travel, I thought so.
One too many steps there.
Oostburg has had a steady 23-point lead for the last 3 or so minutes. And Laconia yet to put a dent. Brugink turned away to Geffert, now outside to Riley Ketterhagen. Back to Brugink. Kinsley Ketterhagen, guarded by the sophomore, Miley Redmond. Right around inside the paint, couple of nice moves, and Kinsley Ketterhagen back on the board.
What a phenomenal layup to get the first points of the second half for Kinsley Ketterhagen.
Finley Morgan trying to answer, an up and under. Does not get it to go off the glass. A lead up to 25, the largest of the Lady Dutch's day. And they look to add on. Outside to Geffert, she moves in the paint. Dish back outside, a deep triple. Couple of bounces, and it's good. Somebody said the bank's closed, not today. Riley Ketterhagen off the front of the rim, the backboard, and a timeout. A 28-point lead here for Oostburg, and we'll take it with them.
Shop some great deals all this week at Brandon Meats. The whole fillets bacon wrapped beef tenderloins at $12.99 per pound. The smoked Polish sausage, $3.99 per pound. Pork steaks, $2.49 per pound. The broad of the week this week, the loaded potato brats at $2.99 per pound. These and more great deals at Brandon Meats. Open this week Monday through Thursday, 7 to 5, Friday, 7 till 6, and Saturday, 7 till 3. Log on, BrandonMeats.com.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Cool.
A 28-point lead, a full timeout by Chris Morgan. He's living not only with how this game has went, but now he's having a conversation with one of the officials. Both teams not necessarily pleased with the officiating. I don't think it's been that bad either way. And even if you could say a couple of calls could have went here or there, that doesn't erase the 23-point lead.
I think they're having different gripes. I think the Oostburg team is mad at the calls not being on the court, whereas Coach Morgan is talking about the attitude that the Lady Dutch have been giving the officials and how there hasn't been a bench warning or anything like that. I think that was the conversation there. But this has been a physical game. Both teams are playing physical ball. There's going to be some unwanted and unwarranted conversations to officials.
Down low to Geffert. She's turned away. Excuse me, that's Taylor Brasser back in. And a traveling violation. But yes, Dominic, you're exactly right. A lot of attention on the officials tonight. Kendall Plime goes behind her back. Looking to get it down low or at least somewhere.
And the Oostburg student section is getting loud. Now up by 28 in the second half. That pass too far for Finley Morgan. Turnover, Lady Dutch ball.
Laconia has looked like a shell of itself tonight.
15 points, 26 minutes into this one. Not something that you see from the Spartans very often, but that just goes to show how phenomenal this Oostburg Lady Dutch team has been all season long and here tonight.
Another deep three from Ketterhagen. That one no good, but Addie comes down with a rebound, and they're going to call it a foul on the ground. It's going to go against Kendall Plime. And Ketterhagen, who's hit the deck quite hard, is slow to get up once again.
Kendall's second. Team second in the second half as well.
Quick inbound pass to Kinsley. Moves around, takes a triple. Off the front of the iron. Picked up by Finley Morgan, who slows it down, but I really think the Spartans should just take that ball and run with it in transition.
Yeah, I noticed it before Kendall Plime came down. Instead of taking a transition, she stopped at the logo and waited for the rest of her team. Three look here from Plime is good in the corner.
The extra pass from Marissa Johnson was fantastic, and that's the Spartans team we have seen all season long. They need a lot more of it. Ketterhagen trying to answer with a deep triple herself. A lot of bodies down inside the paint, an odd man rush for the Spartans. Pass nearly turned over, back to the corner, another three. This one in and out from Gabby Pino. Johnson goes up with a shot, no good. Would have been electric if Gabby Pino could have scored from the same spot.
Yeah, the problem is that was the first field goal of the second half for the Spartans. There was that triple from Kendall Plime. They had a free throw going in from Finley Morgan as a layup is good that time.
That was Taylor Brasser, and it was a heck of a shot. Extends the lead back to 27. Morgan steps back. Deep three left wing. Bianchi got pushed down hard down low. No foul on that one. Now back the other way for Brasser. Turned away. And another one. Kinsley Ketterhagen has had herself a night, and she is up to 16 on the evening.
That is something I like to see the Spartans do, is just take it down and try to get those fast break points, those transition points, are what has evaded the Spartans here tonight and what the Lady Dutch have capitalized on.
Spartans have got to start taking shots inside 8.5 minutes now. And a massive lead for Oostburg. Laconia continuing to trail by nearly 30 points. Marissa Johnson pops a three. Right into the hands of Ketterhagen. Back the other way. And a blocking foul coming against Bianchi.
For all the non-calls that we've had tonight, that was a weird one to be called on transition. That'll be Bianchi's third, team's third as well in the second half.
Couple more subs here for the Lady Dutch. 47-18. The top two seeds in this section will go on to face the winner this Saturday of Brilliant and Winneconne. A triple, and that one's good from Riley Ketterhagen. The sisters just keep on going.
She had none in the first half and now 8 in the second half to push this lead back out.
The sisters currently combined for 37 of the 50 points here for Oostburg. And they force another turnover.
Nope, Finley Morgan had a bucket on that one.
Oh, excuse me.
That's okay.
Had this big beam in my way. Lead back down to 30. Benton goes down low, rims around for a while, but finds a home.
Another great possession there from the Lady Dutch to push that one. Not necessarily in transition completely, but a quick bucket there on the possession.
Finley Morgan tries to answer. Bobbled around, kept out. Now it's off one of the Oostburg Lady Dutch, and it stays the Spartans' way.
Yeah, Finley Morgan just popped it into the gut of Addie Geffert, hits her, and rolls out of bounds. Addie Ketterhagen checks back in, along with Liara DeTroy.
Again, 37 of the 52 points tonight from Oostburg have been from the three Ketterhagen sisters. They're going to call a blocking foul on Addie Ketterhagen, and once again, very vocal to the refs. It has been the same story from her all night long. And she will pick up her second personal. Got to give it to Laconia's student section, trying to get their team back in.
Still vocal, even with a 32-point deficit. Oostburg student section's been vocal all night here. A lot of Oostburg fans have made the journey, the 12-minute journey here to Sheboygan South.
Morgan, dish off to Pino, good dribble inside, floater inside the paint, no good. Into the hands of Ketterhagen. Addie brings it across half court. Marissa Johnson giving her some space. A switch on the defensive side. Pass to Geffert in the corner. Inside the paint, back outside. Now Benton brings it in, goes up strong. No good through the contact. Ketterhagen goes back up and this time draws the foul.
Foul will go on Gabby Pino, her first. Her second, excuse me.
I was just gonna say.
Must have missed one. No, that's her first. The scoreboard says it's her first. I think I was right on that.
I think so too.
First one in from Addie Ketterhagen. Her first points of the second half come at this charity stripe.
And Kinsley Ketterhagen will come take a seat for the moment. She checks out with 16 points.
16 points in a 33-point game.
Make it 34-point game as Addie Ketterhagen makes good on both of her free throws. 54-20 inside the 7-minute mark to continue on in this Division III playoff bracket. Laconia needs more than a miracle. Johnson, cross-court pass tipped out of bounds. It stays with the Spartans. Do we have a score update from that Winneconne Brilliant game?
Yeah, the Wolves are currently up by 8 with 13 minutes to go in the second half.
So right now, if the score stayed exactly the same, it will be Winneconne against this Oostburg team this coming Saturday. And I believe that neutral site game for the sectional finals is in Chilton.
I hope I'll be able to watch that game. Don't have a Huddle subscription myself. I hope somebody picks up that and live streams it.
Gonna have to go to Jacob's house.
Guess so.
We'll actually be covering games this Saturday.
We will.
So,
we will have
multiple. We'll have a couple of boys games, assuming, as well as Lamira if they can hold on to their lead.
I know Andy was good in the comment section saying Lamira was up by 10 at half. Wonder if he's still in the comment section, could let us know over there on our other Radio Plus live stream tonight.
Kendall Plime looking for somebody. She has to go. Finally gets it into Johnson in the corner. About to eclipse the 6-minute mark. Benton picks off the pass. And that's been the story of the night tonight for Laconia. Sloppy offense, and they can't stop them defensively. Ketterhagen moves inside. Dish outside. A wide open look, and why not? Add 3 more. Macy Brugink. And the lead grows to 37. This Oostburg team is a heck of a team that can shoot from pretty much anywhere. Once again, Ketterhagen down on the floor. Once again, this time a couple of players down. Ketterhagen with Pianki and Johnson. And some words being exchanged near midcourt.
Frustration coming out for these ladies, both sides of the ball.
And when you're this far in the playoffs, Dominic, everything is about heart.
You got everything on the line.
Regardless if you're up by 37 or down by 37, you're going to play like you're in this game. And it's what we've seen from both of these teams. A foul coming against Kinsley Ketterhagen. That'll be her second personal, team 6th. They've easily eclipsed what they had in that first half for team fouls. And one more puts the Spartans in bonus. A 37-point lead here for Oostburg, just over 5 minutes. I want to thank everybody for joining us here on Radio Plus in cooperation with Jeff's Livestreams. We know we have some viewers out there on NFHS as well. Off of the feet of Morgan, tipped away, out of bounds. This one should stay with the Spartans. It does. We here at Jeff's Livestreams have been so thankful to cover this Spartans team all year long. And really want to throw a special thank you out to the seniors on this team. Only 2 of them, but they played a pivotal role. Marissa Johnson, as well as Natalie Pianchi, both of the seniors here for the Spartans, have had a heck of a season for both of them. And with 5 minutes and some change, that season could possibly be ending.
Yeah, that's the tough part about the playoffs, especially as we get deeper in, is to see the seniors play their last game. It's always tough. I talked about it when we watched this Laconia team play Waupun and when they played Kiel. Wanted to shout out those seniors who played in their last high school basketball game. That's always the toughest part for me, is watching Ketterhagen out with the steal. 2 points up, 2 points down for Addie Ketterhagen.
2 points up, 2 points down. Talk about it down, but it is quite a hard moment here for these ladies, especially coming in, and some of the seniors who have played, tens of years of basketball at this point, some of them playing since elementary school. It's hard for that season just to be done just like that.
Yeah, Marissa Johnson still playing her heart out. Picks up her 3rd foul, team's 5th. Trying to put some pressure. Back in bounce now here for Riley Ketterhagen. We appreciate you, all of us, joining out there on Radio Plus Sports.
And a full timeout by the Lady Dutch. We'll take it with them. Be back in a minute here on Radio Plus and Jeff's Livestreams.
And Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
Ergo Bank, we know there's a deposit account to fit your unique needs. Whether you want to earn interest on your balance, or perhaps enjoy cashback rewards, or maybe grow your money over time, Ergo Bank makes it real easy. From savings and checking accounts to savings accounts and, of course, CDs. We can do it all while offering flexible options and convenient access for a banking experience that's built just for you. Ergo Bank, better banking by design. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Early withdrawal penalties may apply.
The season hanging in the balance of the next 4 minutes and 7 seconds. A 59-20 lead here for Oostburg, who has dominated at every single facet of the game you could possibly imagine. Scoring, rebounds, assists, defensively. Dominic, they have done it all, and they've done it extremely well. They have built up a reputation around the state, and they've lived up to it tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a phenomenal team, and we wish them all the luck as they continue on in the playoffs. We hope there's no injuries, bumps, or bruises in these last 4 minutes here, but it sure looks like the Oostburg ladies are moving on as another 3-point shot from Macy Brugink.
That is her 3rd triple of the night. Only 9 points coming from her, but all of them behind the arc. And the lead now up to 42. Move inside from Redmond. She gets it off the glass. Can't get it to go inside, though. Pianchi on the ground. They're going to call a foul And she will head to the line as Laconia now in the 1-1 territory. And it will be a running clock from here on out. We've ellipsed that 40-point mark. Again, we want to thank South Sheboygan High School and everybody associated with them for letting us broadcast here today as we get practically all of the seniors checked out now for Oostburg, up by 42. But everybody here has been so phenomenal, from the athletic director and the staff here to help us up in this press box today. We had some internet issues, and I believe Chris is his name here from South Sheboygan, was fantastic in trying to help us. He didn't know much about it as much as we did, but he did his very best, and we appreciate all the hospitality from everybody here in this high school and letting us be here to be able to stream.
Absolutely. I wonder if we'll see a moment here for the Laconia Spartans seniors, if Coach Morgan will pull them out so they can get the round of applause they deserve with 2:20 to go. And what would be their last?
A little score update with 10 minutes left is Winneconne is up 13 points over Brilliant right now.
So the way it's looking, it will be Winneconne and Oostburg this Saturday in Chilton to move on to the state tournament. And I believe we're just going to get a substitution timeout. That's exactly what it is. A couple of subs, and here come Johnson and Pianchi. Let's get a shot of that. A couple of hugs from head coach Chris Morgan, as that was likely their last time playing on a high school basketball court. Again, one more special thank you to Marissa Johnson and Natalie Pianchi of the Lady Spartans here tonight. They played with heart all season long, and we wish them the best in their future endeavors. 1:30 left. Oostburg will cruise on to a semi-sectional final victory. I think I said that backwards. A sectional
Got the point across.
Semi-final victory. And like Jacob said, the way it's looking right now, we're going to get another substitution timeout. As it's looking right now, they will play Winneconne. All the starters now for Laconia out. Get the backup some minutes here in this playoff game. 58 seconds left. Oostburg could just dribble it out. We'll see if they continue to try to get some of the backups to score. They have every right to just pass it around, but they're going to go in the lane. A foul called, and some free throws coming. It's Lucy Sorens headed to the free throw line. That one goes against Genevieve Ron. First free throw bounces on in for Sorens. And with 20 seconds left on the clock, I expect to see a free throw and the end of the game. One more free throw. That one's good. 64-20.
She makes good on her late appearance here, as Maddie Taplin will dribble the ball out on the end of the Laconia Spartans season. But a huge congratulations are in order to the Oostburg Lady Dutch. We will have a post-game show here on Radio Plus Sports. When we return, we'll hear from our sponsors one last time. And when we come back, we'll wrap things up from South Sheboygan High School. Back after this.
Recreations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Welcome to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Welcome to Hoff's Quality Meats and Catering, where every cut starts with tradition and cares for your family. Step inside to a display case filled with fresh, marbled beef and pork, farm-fresh chicken, and vibrant sausages. We are more than a meat market. Check out our catering menu, takeout menus, and even our fish fry. From family dinners to weeknight staples, Hoff's offers friendly service and local artistry you can taste. Visit Hoff's today for quality cuts and weekly specials that make every meal a little more delicious. Or call 920-583-3734 to order from our menu.
A 44-point victory tonight for the Oostburg Flying Dutchman, practically playing a home game here in the sectional semifinals. About a 12-minute drive down the road they are, as Laconia traveled well over an hour to get here. But it doesn't really matter. I don't think the bus legs could have affected this one too much. Oostburg came out fast, they came out hot, and they didn't miss. Dominic, give me your final thoughts and some scoring totals.
This is a phenomenal team, the Oostburg Lady Dutch. They have a serious shot at not only making the state tournament, but competing for a state title. I believe that's next week. Thursday would be the semifinals, and then Saturday would be the state championship game, and I believe that this Oostburg team will not only be there, but they could be fighting for it. We'll see what happens on Saturday. I believe Jacob just said it was 45-30. The Winneconne Wolves were up in the second half.
They are up 45-30 with 8 minutes left. So
8 minutes left there. So
cruising to a victory as of right now, but anything can happen in playoff time.
Oh, absolutely. But a big congratulations to the Oostburg Flying Dutchman here. They've played a tremendous game and a tremendous season for them that continues on. And one more shout out here to the Lady Spartans. We've had a phenomenal time covering them at home all season. Got to travel here to see this one. Obviously not the result they were looking for, and a tough one to end the senior career of Natalie Pianchi and Marissa Johnson. But we congratulate them and wish them all the best in their future endeavors. And we wish the Lady Dutchmen all the best as they continue on in this playoffs. Leading scorers for both of these squads, Finley Morgan with 13 for the Laconia Spartans, 3 from Kendall Plime, 2 from Marissa Johnson, and 2 from Miley Redmond. For the Lady Dutchmen, they were led in scoring by Addie Ketterhagen, 17 points for her, 14 from Kinsley Ketterhagen, 9 from Macy Brugink, 8 from Taylor Brasser and Riley Ketterhagen, all in the second half for Riley, and then 4 points from Soraya Benton and 2 late free throws from Lucy Sorens. That's your scoring for Oostburg.
Yeah, I mean, a heck of a game. We're just going to jump over to the Elmira game quick. Another team we cover here. They're moving on to the sectional finals this coming Saturday. They take down Kohler 56-40, Dom. So what was supposed to be a good game, they kind of ran away with it. They'll move on. But anyway, as we talk about here, Oostburg played a heck of a game. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Dom?
No, I wish Oostburg all the best in their future as they continue on in this state tournament. I want to wish the Spartans one more time and all the people that came out today. It was a packed gym here in Sheboygan South from both sides. There was plenty of Oostburg fans, plenty of Laconia fans on that team bus. It was an incredible atmosphere. I wish this one would have been a little bit closer, could have got it going, but that just shows the strength of this Lady Dutch team from this season.
Again, one more shout out to the 2 seniors here for the Spartans. Marissa Johnson and Natalie Pianchi left their heart on the court tonight, and I know the scoreboard wasn't necessarily the way they wanted it. This season didn't end the way they wanted it to, but they played a heck of a game. They had a heck of a season and a heck of a career here in Laconia. Dominic, why don't you run me through some of those upcoming events?
Yeah, so we are not done here on Radio Plus Sports NFHS in cooperation with Jeff's Livestreams. Tomorrow, we got boys basketball around the land. Regionals in Elmira. Necedah takes on Elmira boys basketball. CWC will take on Palmyra Eagle tomorrow at 7 in boys basketball, and Mackay and I will be in Oakfield to see the Mighty Oaks take on Sheboygan Christian at home in boys basketball. Then Saturday, we got our regionals, Marquezan versus Elmira. If Elmira goes on to win, and if we predict Marquezan to win as well in boys basketball, that's all contingent on tomorrow's games, along with the Elmira sectional game, possibly versus Dominican or Germantown. We know Elmira will be playing. We will be covering that game. We just don't know when or who against. And then if Oakfield is able to advance tomorrow and CWC, we will see that boys basketball action on Saturday. And then we'll have to take off the Laconia game as they fell to the Lady Dutch here. But it should be Winneconne versus Oostburg in the sectional finals on Saturday. We hope somebody's able to cover that game. It will not be on Radio Plus Sports. And then next Thursday, we'll continue on in sectionals if we have games available. We're projecting possibly Elmira and possibly Oakfield or CWC to move on to the sectional semifinals next week, Thursday, for boys basketball, but it all dependent on how they play.
All right, that being said, we want to thank all of you for joining us here on Radio Plus, NFHS, and Jeff's live streams. As we like to do, we'll end with a prayer, so if you would, please join us. Dear Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for another amazing evening getting to cover these athletes that you put down here. They played a heck of a game. Both sides left their heart on the court, and we are so thankful that we got the opportunity to cover this one. We also want to thank you for no major injuries. We know there were bumps and bruises all over the court tonight. A lot of contact made. It's going to be a physical game this time of the year, but we want to pray that everybody has a speedy recovery and you heal them with your healing hands. One more ask. We want to make sure that everybody here tonight gets home safely, all the players, the fans, the coaches. Everybody in attendance has got a long drive back home, and then for Oostburg fans, they're moving on and have another drive to Chilton coming this Saturday, so we want to pray that all their travels are safe. In your name we pray, amen. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Makai Ackerman, joined tonight by Dominic Ackerman, Jacob Haney, and Aaliyah Stefani. That being said, it's a 64-20 victory in the sectional semifinal for the Oostburg Flying Dutchmen over the Spartans. Good night.
Our sponsors include
Hoekstra's Greenhouse, Katie's Log Cabin, Generations Lanes, and Angling Only.
Pino Construction, Verhaeg's Furniture, Schaefer Auto,
Coal Oil and Propane, Witt Services,
Lidkey Lumber, Hoffs of Brownsville, Municipal Well and Pump,
All Face Heating Cooling Geo, Back in Action, Brock Fleischer, Homestead Realty,
Ergo Bank Lomira, Maxwell Plumbing, Metalcraft of Mayville,
Michaels Corporation, Quest Interiors, Schroffnagel Implements,
Surefire Heating and Cooling, Westfall Printing and Graphics, Bristol Morgan Bank, Marshview Veterinary Clinic, Mayville Savings Bank, Bernard Plumbing, Keller Buildings.